Difficult to criticise them if one hasn't watched it, but I did watch that clip today, and what I observe is there they are, especially the winners. They've got a chance to actually express themselves, and it's almost as if they're robots. The thing about Shakespeare's language, it's not that you might not understand it, but if you're there, say you're at Shakespeare Globe, watching them on the stage, and they express it, they put their heart and soul into it, and so you get the meaning. It's irrelevant whether you understand the words or not. Here, you've got sort of like two robots, sort of speaking words. It would have been better, perhaps, if they'd read them and then acted upon it and showed some emotion. But that's what was missing. Do
you know what, Liz? Sometimes I think the cult of Shakespeare is overdone. I took my kids to see an open-air Shakespeare play. First Shakespeare I've seen in years, literally years, Othello. Very small cast, half a dozen people. It was brilliant. And I had youngest with me, 12. He said at the end of it, "Dad, that was fantastic." Because it was dealing with big emotions, and the language sort of, some of it went over his head, obviously. He's only little after all. And but they got it. They got something about it, that there was some magic there.
And there is magic, and heaven help us if they ever take it out of the school curriculum.
Well, it's been decolonised, isn't it? I mean, he's just... Emma, this is where Emma comes in to have a pop at the educational blog.
I feel almost guilty saying this in your presence, because I've been very critical of the Globe, at least in the last couple of years, and it's partly because I used to go to the Globe a lot when I was a teenager, and I am very much a devotee of the cult of Shakespeare. I love Shakespeare. I love the fluidity of his language, the universalism, as you say, these big universal feelings that even if you don't understand the sort of complexities of the language.
Well, hang on a minute. I mean, somebody's got to stand up for the contestants of Love Island here, and it probably falls to me. But there I was talking about, you're talking about the big emotional themes, and I'm talking about Othello, and my kids sort of got that. It's about jealousy. We all understand jealousy. They understand jealousy on Love Island, don't they?
Yeah, of course they do.
Whatever happened to love alters not where an alteration finds.
They weren't saying that on Love Island, Emma.
Yes, if you watch that, but we're talking about the speech here.
Well, let's have another listen, just to refresh our minds.
We can't see the last one. Mm.
Oh no, we've only got the pictures, but it's probably no bad thing that we don't hear the words again. Is Peter Hitchens right, Liz, when he says that Love Island is a celebration of a kind of cultural dumbing down, and that the TV channels that used to bring you Kenneth Clark's Civilization now bring you this guff?
I know, and it's interesting, isn't it, to know whether or not the viewers really want it. How many people do watch it? Obviously, it's all geared to advertising, but it's a shame if that's now what we're left watching on, the normal channels on television. It's a shame, and I think it's affecting that age group hugely, apart from the fact you're supposed to look like that, but behave like that. And it's not how you need to behave.
It also suggests